Hello there, it's Jack Cotton, luxury real estate expert, author, and agent, and also certified CRS instructor. And I'm so excited to be coming to Jacksonville, Florida in October. Just when it starts to get a little bit frosty here, I get to come and spend a whole day with you talking about succeeding in the luxury home market. It's an all-day class. You're going to love it. Some of the things we're going to cover are how you get started in luxury real estate. Obviously, if you can pull it off, the best way to start is to be born rich and well connected. If you weren't, like I wasn't, we're going to talk about a different plan that will get you on the road to luxury real estate. We'll talk about the 5 areas of expertise you have to be successful in luxury real estate. We'll talk about sphere of influence marketing, SOI marketing. Look at any luxury real estate practitioner who's really successful in his or her market, and you will find they have a platinum Rolodex, otherwise known as a sphere of influence. We'll talk about how to create one, how to build one, how to nurture one, and how to monetize one. A very important part of our class. We'll talk about sweating the market leaders that you'll be competing against. Strengths, weaknesses, everything they do, and turn it around. For example, in my market, a lot of my competitors use stagers. I do what's called market preparation. That's turning around what they do and making a unique selling proposition for me, a market preparation checklist. In fact, we're going to brainstorm together, and with all the people gathered at this class in Jacksonville, we're going to create a market preparation checklist. Mine is 52 pages long. The one we create in Jacksonville might even be longer. This is the magic silver bullet that differentiates you in a listing presentation, helps you get the fee you deserve, and separates you from the pack. You will love this part of the class just by itself. Then we'll talk about the 7 areas of uniqueness you have to convey in your listing presentation if you want to succeed in getting that luxury listing. Critical part, I'll give you a sample listing presentation. How to connect with high net worth individuals through the power of story. We're at a different latitude than these people many times, so using the power of story to wrap our USPs in a story is how we can connect with high net worth individuals. Pricing, a critical component because luxury real estate is so unique and different and oftentimes beyond comparison. How do we compare the incomparable? I'll give you a whole 7-step process for doing that, including the spreadsheets I've developed to make it easily conveyed to your luxury client. We'll talk about the big O, the big objection. This is what keeps agents on the sidelines of luxury real estate. They're worried about what's going to happen when they go in a listing presentation and the seller says, well, how many $1 million homes have you sold? Or how many $1 million buyers do you have? Or how many homes have you sold in this particular area? And the answer is 0. I'll teach you how to make that a positive, how to bank on that and get people to see a little bit of them in you so they'll want to hire you even though it's your first luxury listing. Negotiation is critical. How do we equalize the playing field between ourselves and the people we're working with? We're selling homes for the millions of dollars. They're doing transactions of the hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. How do we equalize the playing field? My 3 rules developed over more than 4 decades in the business will help you do just that. Commission negotiation, a critical part of this class. We want to sell the value of our fees and not be a toll taker, not be a cost, not be an expense in the process of getting a luxury listing sold. People ask me how much money should I spend to market a luxury listing? And we'll talk about how you can budget that. I'll actually give you one of my spreadsheets again for budgeting for a listing or budgeting for your whole business. When we get to conveying our luxury marketing plan to a seller, we begin with a buyer profile story. Otherwise, everything we do marketing in our listing presentation is totally abstract. So I'll teach you how to create your own buyer profile story and tie it all into the marketing plan portion of your listing presentation. And then we'll cover luxury marketing as well, where the buyers are, hiding in plain sight. You'll love that part of the class. Next, we're going to talk about public relations. There is no better marketing in luxury real estate than getting your listing in the Wall Street Journal or other luxury publications. There's a process for doing that. We'll cover that. No guarantees, but I can guarantee you'll never get press if you don't follow the rules we're going to cover during our class. Then we'll talk about not just showing property, we have to demonstrate the luxury home, the luxury estate, make people feel part of the process of living there. So that's a lot to cover. 8 hours together for a whole day in Jacksonville, October 9th, 2019. I can't wait to see you there.